Clark laughing at Angel Reese for missing the game-winning layup. Helen Keller could have made the layup. It was the fucking second layup that she missed. She missed a wide open drive in the first quarter, and then she misses the game-winning layup. And then, of course, we have the halftime crew just glazing Angel Reese, making it seem like she's a better player than Kelsey Mitchell, making it seem like she's a better player than Caitlin Clark. And Angel Reese.
There are some basketball moments you can forget. 5 minutes.
Atlanta continues to own the offensive glass here in the fourth quarter. Great.
After the final buzzer. And then there
with the total brick of a three-pointer. No wonder why they left her wide open. Misses the layup. And look of disappointment on both her coach and teammates' face when she missed the game-winning layup. At least Angel was honest at halftime with Holly. I was a little bit impressed by that, where she was like, hey, I am playing like shit right now. I really got to step it up. I will say she is good on defense. She's always good on defense. She's a rebound machine, but she shouldn't shoot the ball so much. This photo just like
5% from three after a couple years in the 40s.
There are moments that instantly become the only thing anybody wants to talk about. With the game tied, Atlanta needing one basket to steal the
She sucks from three. Boom. Whoa. Angel Reese on a layup can't score it. She stinks. Look at all these layups missed. The girl is awful. The girl is garbage. Here she comes. I'm going full court. Hey, boom. Get that out of here. She sucks. Here comes Angel Reese coming down the lane again. Uh-oh.
Win. And just seconds left on the clock. Angel Reese had exactly the kind of opportunity she had spent the entire night fighting to create. One offensive rebound, one point-blank chance, one shot that could have ended the whole.
Just a wide-open layup for the win. Quarter. Great board, just could not convert it.
Was pushed under the hoop just enough to not have a great angle to Oates.
Thing. She missed. And almost immediately, cameras found Caitlin Clark smiling on the other side of.
Look, you failed. Loser! I don't even play basketball and I would have made that shot. And even if I didn't make that shot, I'd have did something funny. You know, I'd have did something funny. Caitlin was like, hey, let's hold to this hoop Cody hand point.
The floor. That single reaction exploded across social media. But here's the part that makes this story so much more interesting. The viral clip wasn't even the craziest thing that happened during this game, because what followed turned a heated fever dream.
Howard misses that one.
Ryan Howard or Allisha Gray, I think Ryan Howard, airballs a shot to win the game late. It lands in Angel Reese's lap, and collectively the whole world said, yeah, she ain't making that. Collectively, the whole world said, oh, Angel Reese has it? Oh, and it's a layup? Yeah, she's breaking that. And lo and behold, point blank range to win the game, we get a classic Angel Reese spray up.
Matchup into an overtime battle that had almost everything. Huge performances, physical play, questionable calls, missed chances, and a rivalry that somehow keeps finding new ways to create headlines. Coming into Atlanta, the stakes were already serious. This wasn't just another chapter in the Caitlin.
Angel Reese, you had me laughing at you, girl. I told you, Angel Reese is a pure bum, the worst kind. Angel Reese is the type to steal the trash off your curb and try to see if she can go put it in her refrigerator. The girl can't make a layup to save her life. She missed like 7 layups in the first quarter.
Clark and Angel Reese story. Indiana was protecting its position in the playoff race, while Atlanta was trying to close the gap. By the end of the night, the Fever would improve to 23-12 and protect fourth place, while the Dream dropped to 21.
Meanwhile, me, the GOAT, Caitlin Clark, I'm putting on shows every single night. 26 points, 9 assists. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever humiliate Angel Reese. Or maybe Angel Reese just humiliated herself, as the Indiana Fever go on to win 29 points, 9 assists. And my
to 13, with the top 4 teams earning home court advantage in the first round. Every one of these games suddenly carried a little more weight, and that's why the opening minutes mattered. Neither team was treating this like a casual August matchup. Every rebound was contested.
Crap in this game. A bag of crap.
She was awful. Angel Reese was terrible. Speaking of terrible, Angel Reese never beating the allegations. This was to open the game.
Tested. Every loose ball became a battle. Every whistle was going to be debated. And somewhere in the middle of all that intensity, the old Clark Reese storyline.
Reese leaking out, finds her.
Lee Sheet. That was awful. Wow, that was awful. One more good time. It did a... Yeah. Yikes. Holy moly. Holy.
Started creeping back into the spotlight. Clark and Reese don't need an introduction anymore. Their rivalry began long before either player entered the WNBA, and every meeting since has carried the weight of that history. But it's important not to turn that history into something it isn't. Both players have repeatedly pushed back against the idea that they personally hate each other. What does exist is something the league desperately wants, and the fans absolutely cannot ignore. Two young stars whose careers have been connected since college, constantly competing in games that attract enormous attention. Every stare gets analyzed. Every collision gets replayed. Every mistake becomes a meme. And on this night, the intensity showed up almost immediately. One of the biggest talking points came during a battle for a rebound involving Clark and Reese. Reese made contact with Clark as the two fought for position, and Clark immediately looked toward the officials. No whistle came. That might have been just another physical sequence in a normal game. But this isn't a normal matchup anymore. Within minutes, clips were circulating and fans were arguing about whether the contact crossed. The final buzzer had barely sounded before the game stopped being about basketball and became a debate about one image. Angel Reese underneath the basket. Caitlin Clark smiling on the other side of the court. 2 seconds of footage, and suddenly everyone had an explanation for what it supposedly meant. But while social media was busy turning that moment into another chapter of the Clark-Reese rivalry, the players had a much bigger problem to deal with. Because Atlanta had just let a winnable game slip away, and Indiana had just proven that even when everything goes wrong, this Fever team can still find a way to survive. For Reese, the obvious question was going to be about the missed putback. She had fought for the offensive rebound, created the second chance, and then couldn't finish it. That's the kind of sequence that can follow a player for days, especially when the cameras capture it at the exact moment the entire arena realizes what just happened. But the numbers tell a different story from the viral clips. Reese finished with 15 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists. She wasn't invisible. She wasn't simply standing around waiting for the game to happen. She was one of the biggest reasons Atlanta kept getting extra possessions in the first place. And that is what makes the criticism so complicated. You can criticize the missed shot without pretending the entire performance was a disaster. Those are two completely different things. The problem for Reese is that the internet rarely makes that distinction. One miss becomes a compilation. One bad shooting night becomes a trend. And suddenly a player who just grabbed 14 rebounds is being judged almost entirely on a shot that lasted less than a second. Clark had the opposite experience. Her biggest mistake became another talking point. But her biggest plays came when Indiana needed them most. 26 points, 9 assists, and then those 2 free throws with 9.8 seconds left in overtime. That's the sequence Indiana will remember. Not the smile, not the viral clip, the free throws. Because those shots were cold-blooded. Atlanta